Hey guys, how you doing? So today I want to talk about a little bit from Genesis 12, and the reason for that is because it's something that's been on my mind lately, and I don't know if it will be applicable to you guys, but this is something that's been on my mind, and I just want to put it out there. So in Genesis 12, God calls Abram before he turns his name into Abraham, father of many nations. Before that, he makes a promise to him, and Abram follows his promise. So now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curses thee, and in thee shall all families of earth be blessed. So, the reason I've been thinking about that lately is because I've moved from Canada to Japan, basically by myself. I don't speak the language very well, and by that I mean that I cannot really read kanji. I cannot really communicate myself properly with other people like I do with English or in Spanish. Sorry, I cannot convey my thoughts that I have here onto people to talk to them. And the reason I'm talking about this is because for some weird reason, I feel like I've been pulled here to Japan. I don't know why. But a lot of things happened since I've gotten here. Before coming to Japan, I was really into the Quran, and I started reading the Quran, and I wanted to understand. I was seeking this something that is outside of me, something of the Creator. I wanted to finally get serious about my faith. I wanted to don't be lukewarm, I wanted to investigate, research what's a true religion or something that is true to me, right? And through that process, in the US, I fell into Christianity. Kind of. I was a lukewarm Christian. And I wasn't baptized or anything. But then when I moved to Canada, a lot of hard things happened in my life. And it led me to Christ again. But then also a little bit later, I fell and started reading the Quran, and it made sense to me. So I started reading the Quran. And that's during that period I came here to Japan. And when I got here, as I was starting to seek more of Quran and their God, Allah, somehow, some way, through people and through other things and circumstances, I got pulled again back to Christianity. And the last couple of months, after the third month that I got here in Japan, it's been really, really hard. I've been having a spiritual warfare, and not only inside but outside as well. A lot of things changing my life so quickly, where I thought I was going this way, trajectory of my life, and everything was going great. But then all of a sudden, boom, 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 a lot of things started happening in my life, and I don't know, I just felt internally defeated. So I started seeking more God, right? I wanted to know. And that's when I got pulled back again to Christianity and having a relationship with Christ. And before that, I did a 7-day fast. And on the 7th day, I was like, God, if I was about to break my fast, and I was thinking whether I should continue while I was praying and reading the Bible during that time, or whether I should just end it. And that day I decided in the morning. I went for a walk, and that morning was so surreal. I felt so peaceful. I don't know how else to describe it. I went to the park. I started walking around. I sat by myself and started writing in my journal everything that I was grateful for, all the things that happened since I've gotten here, and I was just grateful. even all the bad things that happen, quote, quote, bad things that happen to me, perhaps those things are happening for us, right? But you never know. Time does tell those things. And that day, I got invited to a church, and it was the resurrection day of Christ. I don't know how it all lined up so correctly. And when I went to that church, they asked, who is willing to give their life to Christ today? Who's willing to, accept Christ as their Lord and Savior? And I just felt something in my heart, like it was something very deep and very strong, just palpitating and saying me to go, 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 go. And almost I didn't, but I decided to go. And I did that public declaration of my faith with the people that were in that church. And now I'm in the process where I'll get water baptized sometime next month, possibly. But I don't know, I'm all over the place right now. But the reason that verse really called to me is because for some weird reason, I don't know if this is too egotistical of me, but I think that promise or that calling, you could say, is applied into my life. And the reason I say that is because so many weird things have happened throughout my life. Like, I've lived a very interesting and very chaotic and very eventful life. And I've lived in 4 different countries by now. I'm just 24. And I know other people have other experiences, but for me, I just feel like I've lived a very interesting and unique life for there to be no reason whatsoever for all of the things that happened to me, Like, there has to be a reason why I'm going through this. I think that's what led me to trying to find the Lord, trying to find God. Like, give me an answer as to why I'm going through all of these things that are happening to me. Like, there has to be a reason for that, right? Like, there has to. So this verse really called to me, and I don't know. Right now I'm just in the beginning here, living here in Japan. Whether I stay here long term or not, I don't know yet. But this couple months it led me back to Christ, and now I truly believe. I think it's because I felt pulled here to Japan. For what reason? Why? I don't know. What the future holds here, I don't know. I'm following what is on my mind and in my spirit and in my gut to do. Because recently, I just gave my 1 month notice, and actually today is my last day at my part-time job here. And I'm going full on my side hustle. And I still haven't made any money yet with the side hustle, but I just felt my identity being different when I was doing part-time and side hustle. I don't think it worked for me personally. Because I think one of the principles that the Lord also has in the Bible outlined is first you have to be, then you have to do, and then you can have. Those 3, in that order. And people sometimes do it the other way around. So it's 2, 3, 1, or 2, 1, 3. And I don't think that works. I've tried it, and it has never worked for me. And the only time where success felt really attainable to me was when I was in high school and doing my first online business. And I was being an entrepreneur, I was talking to manufacturers, I was doing all the things. And if I had just kept going through the path, I would probably be in a very, very different situation that I am in right now. Just because I was disobedient and didn't have the perseverance to be able to pull through and keep working on my business, even though my first product wasn't the right one. I should have just kept going and trying, but I didn't do that, and now I'm here. It's been 7 years now, and I feel like I've lost a bunch of them. a bunch of those years has been lost just on just teenager stuff, just on the secular world, just partying, traveling, and just wasting time. And don't get me wrong, those times are gonna be on my memory, and I do cherish those moments. But at the same time, I think that those were the golden years where I could have really took advantage of that time that I had, because I didn't have any responsibilities. I was living with my parents, and I could just follow my dreams 100%. And not saying that right now I can't, but it's different. It's harder, and also I'm in a country where I don't know the language. I've tried applying to jobs where, there are startups and sales jobs where I can get commission and earn really good living. But due to the fact that I don't speak the language, I cannot get the job. And if I was in the US or in Canada or some English speaking country, I would probably be able to get a sales job, and not to be egotistical, but I'll probably get really good at it. And anyway, the reason I say that, and the reason I wanted to share that with you guys, is because maybe you guys feel similar, where you've been called to a different country. Somehow you've been pulled, or something pulled you to that country, and you're just there alone. Just keep going, because even though right now things on the outside, they don't seem to match what I had in my head, inside in my imagination. For some weird reason, I have faith and confidence that it will happen, given that I keep pushing forward, working, and trusting in the Lord, and following and being obedient to His word, that I will get there. He only has plans to prosper you and not to harm you. So, I don't know. I just wanted to make that this video probably help someone, probably not. But I just wanted to make a video and share my thoughts about this. And as I go on, I'll probably be able to share and be able to really make a summarized version in the future. But right now, these videos, I'm just trying to find my voice on YouTube, and I'm just trying to share and just rock out just raw footage, right? Just trying different things, see what works, what doesn't, and whatever you guys find valuable as well. So yeah, so thank you guys for listening to this. I know it's been long, and yeah, I don't have anything else to say, except that have faith that everything will work out at the end. You may not know now, but later you will understand. When the opportunity appears and you're not prepared, that's probably the worst thing that can happen to you, because this is your exit from the struggle, from the poverty, from being broke. This is it. But because you weren't obedient and followed through the seasons of life that the Lord had for you, and really took advantage of it, you're not prepared mentally, character-wise. You are not able to take advantage of the opportunity, and it passes by, because you know that the Lord, everything that He gives, He can take away. Yeah, that's it for me, and thank you guys for listening. I know these videos are probably boring for a bunch of you, and I think the majority are not gonna finish it, but the truth is that this is for the long journey. And I know as time goes on, as I improve personally in my life, that the content and the things that I share with you is gonna be more valuable to you guys. So right now I'm just experimenting, and I'm just putting it out there, because the best time to start is now. So thank you guys for listening. I pray for you all. You have a blessed day. God bless your family, your family, your friends, and have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month, and an amazing year. May the Lord fill you with grace and mercy, and that the Holy Spirit guides you to your true potential. Your true potential. So, see you guys later.